Oh my goodness. What? Yes. Whoa. Yeah. Yes, I'm going live and Croatia scores this incredible goal. Wow. And I didn't even see it properly. Let's finish this game. Hello guys, if you've joined. There is again World Cup and the drama. And now Croatia just scored. Let me see how they scored. Played into the middle. He plays it wide. What does it do? Through the middle. What a finish. Oh no. Alisson had no chance. Because he was trying to go to his right. Then this guy just hits it to the left. Was there a deflection? Looks like there was a deflection. Let's see again. Hits it. Yeah, there's a deflection. Yes. Imagine after Neymar scored such a good goal and then you consider a goal like this. Hey, football will really kill you. Yes. Football will really kill you. Imagine if Brazil actually gets dumped out of this World Cup. Hey, but as Croatia ngempela is slowly showing ukuthi 2018 they didn't go to the finals by fluke. Because I mean, if they went to the finals 2018 and then now they are giving Brazil some tough time kuma quarterfinals, then you know ukuthi there is going to be a problem for whoever they face. Funny enough, if they played against France would just beat them up. Because those things just happen. If you have joined, guys, welcome to the stream once again. As always, you know Guti, we are watching Ebola World Cup. We are still finishing up World Cup. Then we can go on to Chiefs because wow. I hope there isn't this much drama again because wow. We've had enough drama for the past three weeks. Because this World Cup is just, a lot of people were expecting it to be bad, I guess, because it's in Qatar and people didn't want it to be in Qatar, but now it is in Qatar and things are happening. And it's just so weird. After Neymar scored such a good goal, it gets undone. Wola, Kosim Cooks. It's really sad for Neymar because it would have meant a lot to him ukuthi akore that goal and win the team and get them to the next stage. But I guess it also won't be a problem for him to know ukuthi he scored, at least he contributed to the team. That means something because I'm favor Neymar le game iphele. I tried to reduce the lag of the stream, so hopefully angikho that behind. So Anele, you already joined the stream. Last time you were telling me when I was behind, so please tell me how far behind I am. Right now the game is at 119. Give me so where is the game on you? Because game it's 119. So please tell me, because I don't want to say, hey, Brazil has scored. And when are you seeing something that like near rate? Because you know how we used to watch Ebola. I had a friend like that actually. I think he still does it. So we would watch Chiefs and the Pirates together. So if Chiefs were leading, he would get a radio. Oh, it's 120 with me too, so I'm not that behind. So I think so he would get a radio and then he would listen to the radio while we were watching the TV, so that if Pirates scored, he would know ahead of us, which was like, dude, if they're gonna score, they're gonna score. And the difference between the radio and the TV, it's not like so go 5 minutes, because little cross waku TV bese like eradweni umuntu usethi oh elihle kakhulu ikholapana, whatever. So Yeah, Nagi was just that. Hello, Kosi Elizabeth. That sounds like Queen Elizabeth. It's funny that I said Queen because I'm a Kosi and there's a Queen who just joined. Brazil have a free kick. Neymar is about to take it. Let's see. They really need to score. Oh, come on, Brazil. Don't waste our time. Indaba yokubukana nama penalty asifuna now. Come on. Come on. I don't want to watch penalties because I just have a bad feeling. This keeper has been really good for Lokunj, for keeper we Croatia. So now I don't want the same thing to happen. Nguti I my penalty and then he does good. I just would like Brazil to win, but they're not, because now the game is going to penalties, which is only good for Croatia, right? I guess. Yeah. So tell me, guys, are you supporting Brazil in this game, or do you just want someone else to win the World Cup? I know Anele supports Brazil in this World Cup. The game is going to penalties. Cooks, Kosi Elizabeth, who do you support? Yes, I'm Kosi Queen, you're right. Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna say Queen Elizabeth. Uguti, which team are you supporting in this World Cup? Which team are you supporting? Because kune game ezodlala ngo-2 a.m. Okay, idlala ngubani? Izodlala ngo-2 la ekuseni. So in an hour and a half. So Argentina there. If Brazil loses, then vele support Argentina vele, because Argentina I have that thing ukuthi I want them to be there in a conversation in case Brazil doesn't make it. I hope Morocco can make it to the semifinals. In Morocco, the only way they can make it to the semifinals is if they do what Croatia kind of did today. Keep position, but still, because I think his strategy Croatia namhlanje was clear for everyone to see who was watching the game. Ukuthi Croatia were not really like trying to attack and be on the front foot. There was a time where they held and kept the ball for like 2-3 minutes solid, and everyone with Brazil was trying to chase the ball, close the spaces, but they just couldn't, because the Croatia kept on passing through them. It's just that they couldn't penetrate the final line and score. But right now they are going to penalties and it might just end in tears. I don't know why Ederson is with who's this guy? I don't know why Ederson is with the ref and Alisson for a penalty, because I see Weverton, Ederson and Alisson all there around the keep. Manini bafetha are Brazil still deciding who's going to who's going to take the penalties. It's weird. Asibone ukuthi kwenzakalani. I hate penalties. They always find a way of messing with the stream, because in the past, how many games? I don't know. In the past 3-4 games they've been interrupting our streams, because now people don't join. As you can see, there's still 5 people, which is good. I'm happy ukuthi ngibuka ibhola nani right now as it draws to the close. But it just, mina, I'd be happy if Croatia would take it for a change. Lol. Mcooks, why are you this person? It would be great, wouldn't it? It would be great, because the other reason why I wanted Brazil to win, mina, it was because of the fact that if Brazil is not, it kind of, they are not Messi, they are not Ronaldo, they are just Brazil. So it will kind of keep the debate between who's the GOAT, Messi or Ronaldo. It will keep it in a place you good. Bobabili, they didn't win a World Cup. And if Ronaldo wins it, we won't hear the end of it. Even if as a benching, people will just say he's the GOAT. He won the World Cup. And then Messi, if he wins now, Balandel back will say he's the GOAT who won the World Cup. I do think if Messi won it, it would kind of settle this thing once and for all, Uguti, who's the GOAT. But then people will still find an excuse for Ronaldo. They would say, oh no, he was old and then he but it's the same thing that can be said for Messi. People can still make an excuse and say Vele was better than Ronaldo, but then it was just a World Cup. He was let down by his teammates and yada yada and all that stuff. And Cook says 2018 they were so close. I felt for them. I actually felt for them too, because I knew Guti they had no chance against France. I was just hopeful for them Guti they can win. Because if you noticed how they were performing in 2018, it was the same thing. They were just trying to get to extra time and then winning my penalty. That's all they were trying to do. And I think 1 or 2 or 3 matches they won like that. Aya uma Anel sizama ukubukela ngeke kube yimi commentator. Hawu angabuki nakubuka sengizowavala ama comments akho. Ngoba uyangitshela manje ukuthi sikorile iCroatia. I'm still waiting for him to kick the ball. Okay. Oza ukuzokora Croatia siqede ngegame bangalokhu bemosha isikhathi. Awuthi ngingawabuka ama comments because uAnel uzongiphazamisa and angifuni uAnel angiphazamisa. Guys, this is the vibe. World Cup. I-vibe yangempela. Okay, so in case you have load shedding and you are not watching Ebola, Croatia scores their first penalty straight down the middle. I know I might be behind, but please bear with me. Croatia scores the first penalty. This is taking too long. I'm getting frustrated. Abasheshe, please. Abasheshe too. If you are joining, by the way, make sure bavele to Rodrigo. I have a bad feeling ukuthi uzogeja nje. Because uqalisa ingane unema akasathandazi Nkosi yami. Ubakithi. Akasathandazi unema Jehova. Come on. Shaya through the middle. Keeper will move one side or the other. I had a bad idea about this boy. And he's missed. Oh my God, this is not ending well for Brazil now, is it? I don't think this is ending well for Brazil. I understand why. That's a really, really horrible penalty. I understand why senior players are not stepping up. Mhlampu Neymar ubekelo the last penalty, but I don't understand why a Casemiro did not step up for this penalty. Even a defender, Thiago Silva, they are the ones who are supposed to step up. But yeah, welcome Kosi Avela. Sabugi Paul Avela. So le Brazil. Ungasho ukuthi ubani ugejayo. This is the second penalty for Croatia. This guy had a good game. I hope he misses his pen. They are just going down the middle. Yeah, if you go down the middle, keeper will dive. That's just a thing. Keeper usually angkumbulu. The only time I remember a keeper saving a penalty that was close. The only time I remember a keeper saving a penalty that was down the middle was Nakok. This guy should have started. Casemiro should have taken the first penalty. He might just miss, but he's a better option than starting a Rodrigo, because again, after this penalty will never be the same again if Brazil gets knocked out. Casemiro, see, that's what you need. Experience. Yabo ngihlezi ngikhuluma ukuthi abadlali abadala kumele Chiefs ngabasayini, but you need experienced players for moments like this, because ngeke uvele uqale ngoRodrigo nje. Dingomalume Casemiro hit it with power. Hayi lento le engasile enzo Rodrigo mncane. I understand him. Modric, the third penalty. Wow, Croatia don't play penalty in the middle, and they're already sending out their best player, because He's by far their best player because akusekho no Rakitic who was alongside him. Let's see. Luka Modric uzokora surely. Obvious he scores. Ubengeka gauge. Even if Alisson had dived the right way, he still wouldn't have saved that thing because it's straight. Seduze kwepali, like the goalpost, he wasn't getting there. And Luchan, so experience. That's what they do. Okay, next penalty. Kwavela ukwezu Pedro. Way Brazil. But still, I prefer him. He's a striker. He's the one expected to score goals. He just looks nervous though. Pedro. It's a goal because Pedro just scored. So the score is 3-2. So at least only one penalty miss. All it would take is literally for him to save the next pen. Waglindo keep our move. That's a good pen from a striker. Okay, next player. Umen unkosikazi wakhe ucoach we Croatia at this point. Okay, asibone this next penalty. Come on, Alisson. These guys are good in my penalty shame. Croatia are taking their penalties so well. So well. That's another goal. A good penalty again. Like you can see why they wanted to go to a penalty. Because they make sure that even with the keeper, they make sure that he why are you saying this? Because now I know Shuti Marquinhos missed the penalty and now Brazil are out. Because I know the way you just typed, Brazil has been eliminated. Marquinhos, let's see. You just ruined it for me, Anele. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I can't believe what my eyes are about to see. No. Oh my God, Brazil are out of the World Cup. Jesus Christ. Brazil are out of the World Cup. Oh my days. Oh, freaking unbelievable. Oh my God. Sus. Hey, kahleni bafethu, kahleni. Yes, that's yo. Hey, ipola bafethu ngeke, ipola liko right. Yazi ipola liko right. Ebavele bakhala mfethu, and everyone saw them winning. Everyone saw Brazil winning this World Cup. Unbelievable. And now it makes me wonder ukuthi uNeymar, because what will happen with him in the next World Cup, because it would be like 35 or something. It would be his last World Cup if they even select him, because the way Vinicius is playing right now, the way Rodrigo are playing, they will be stars in the next World Cup. And I don't think Brazil will even call Neymar for that World Cup. Maybe not. Wow. I don't even know how I'm gonna do the show now. I'm shocked. I am really shocked. Angivale stream, angivale le video le ngiqhubekele no live stream. Awu. Hey bafethu, hi. No. No. Ibhola yabona ibhola hayi ibhola ungalithathi kancane ibhola ibhola zokubulala ngempela. Okay guys, welcome to the show. Let's get on with the Kaizer Chiefs things. But wow, I'm shocked. I ain't gonna lie to you, I am shocked. I don't know what just happened. Queen Elizabeth says, I'm working for Portuguese madam, but I make it clear I'm African. So tonight I'm going with Argentina for now. Croatia just makes my boss happy because he's from there. Oh, okay. So good for them. Congratulations to your boss. I'm not okay. I'm just not okay. Like Neymar can't score a goal like that. Only you know what's worse? The player who will be hurting more than any other player in that Brazil dressing room, Marquinhos, because the goal deflected off him and it wasn't his fault. He was trying to block the ball. And secondly, the next thing that happens is the one who misses. He's the one who misses that final pen. Oh my God, he's gonna be crushed. He's just gonna be crushed. Okay, guys, let's start the show. I am shocked. Angizame uku-adjust angithi hello and welcome to Kosi Nation Fan TV. Yes. As you saw on the thumbnail, one thing that I forgot to add is the fact that as I'm shocked, is the fact that the MTC point I didn't cover yesterday. So I will also talk about the MTC and how it affects the Chiefs and what the fans said about. Can I just drink water? All right, so today we're going to talk about the other 3 points from that memo, and we're going to look at how Chiefs has done, and I would be interested to hear from you as well. Yes, nothing I shocked. Okay, so without wasting any more of your time, let's go to the memo, right? Let's go to the memo, and we are now on point number 6, which says our team has flattered to deceive in the past couple of seasons with minimal output until recently. There has to be a concerted effort to develop players, not only for clubs, not only for the club, but for the overseas market, and more crucially, our MTC team should be a catalyst to build relationships with less resource clubs. Furthermore, this will generate revenue, which will ensure that the club's sustainability into the future. So this is a very interesting point, guys, from our fans, those who wrote the memo, because if you think about it, EMTC ngempela, they are not supposed to only feed us abadlali abazodlala, like some who get promoted, like Abo Duba, like Abo Shabalala or Aiden McCart. Those are the guys who get promoted. But there are other players that we can sell, with other players that we can sell to other teams and make money from those players. Then we can buy the players that we want, because some of those players that we produce from a development age are good players, but they are maybe not good enough to then compete with first team Chiefs. As such, they need to be let go. For example, at this point, we've been talking a lot about Happy Mashiane this season, but he's one of those players who should be let go at this point or sold, because he hasn't been good enough. And what ends up happening, the problem right now, is that we develop these players and then we kill them by benching them. And after benching those players, they then become so bad, they leave after their contract expires with Chiefs. And if and when that happens, you find Uguti, we're not getting money from selling that player, we're just losing the money from what we invested with them. So it becomes that problem then, Uguti, why are we not doing why are we not doing something with our players at development, and why are we not spacing strategically making sure ukuthi they make us money if they don't get promoted to a first team, or if they get promoted to a first team and sent out, or even to a point ukuthi they not only get sent out to other teams by being sold, but they can come to Chiefs and then be loaned to other teams and come back better players at the point where they can play with Chiefs. Because we see with Chiefs vele, when these players come up with Chiefs, what happens is that there are other players who are already playing in their positions. So rather than keep a player a benchini, it's better to just let them go on a loan, and then after that they can come back and play. Ngifunde Khosi Chauke says, Steven Chauke says, hello Chauke, I'm here. Hello Khosi. And then Cook says, kuza ngokunye. Indeed. Khosi Siyabulela say, I'm shocked. My price idlisile man. Yeah, khona sakhuluma ngendaba ye-Brazil. Yeah, I'm trying to move on from that, but yeah, it's shocking. And then Queen Elizabeth says, first Portuguese out tomorrow is next one. Maybe I'm not gonna get bonus because tomorrow I'm going with Morocco. Cook says, kupetile kumapant. Kumapant akupete when the match ended 0-0 because they probably said Brazil was gonna win over 2.5, but that didn't happen because I'm sure most of them thought of that. Khosi Buyisile or Queen Buyisile says, 8 ampilo, 8. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, guys, ukuthi simasibuyela kulento that I was talking about, ukuthi I feel like our team, even after the memo was submitted, they've not done much to show ukuthi the players that are from MTC are being sent or are being sold to other teams so that we can make money off them. But instead we just sing them behlele benchini, because at this point I feel like it's clear ukuthi Chiefs won't be playing Sifam. So what is happening with him? Send him out on a loan again, because ngeke adlale with Chiefs right now. Send him out on a loan or sell him and see what you can get for him. The problem now is that it's going to be very difficult to sell as a farmer that you are benching, because the team that you are trying to sell him to will say, wait a minute, this player isn't even playing in your team, which means you are basically trying to get rid of him and you are using him as that person who wants to get this player. So I'm going to negotiate for a lower price, or I'm going to get this player on a loan. And you know what happens? You get the player on a loan, you see, okay, they are good for my team. And then you say, okay, we don't need the player this season unless you lower the prices. So I feel like Chiefs have no leg to stand on, because they are not playing these players in the first place with senior team, and after that then you can't sell a player that you are not even playing yourself. Kumele uma udayisa umdlali wazi ukuthi hayi no, siyamsebenzisa, if ungamfuni we keep them. And right now if we were to sell anyone, vele nathi was saying vele we don't need him, so we should take him. Guys, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not. The next thing that I want us to talk about is this one. So it says, and it's very, very important, Kaizer Chiefs must play its role in development of women's football by forming a women's football team to compete in the Premier Women's Football League as early as the 2022-2023 season. Angazi-ke mhlambe I'm the one who's confused, but as far as I know, this is the 2022-2023 season. Why have we not heard from Jessica again about the women's team? Because what we got instead, then this is not to beef with her, but what I don't like, don't make promises that you won't keep, right? Don't talk about just update her and not update us. If you don't have it in your plans to build a women's team, then don't make it seem like it's something that's happening immediately, because that's the kind of thing that we got when Jessica was being interviewed about coming about the women's team, it was as if, no, it's in the pipeline, it's like coming this season, expect a women's team. And that's what we expected. That's what I expected. I expected Uguti Chiefs were going to just get Ilokunja, we're going to just get a team, another team that plays women's football, and just buy the team and then bring them to Naturena or wherever they were going to practice, because in Naturena that's where the guys do their training. So maybe they were gonna buy another training facility and whatever, or take over the facilities of the other team, whatever, and take over, and then maybe at a later stage they can then move the team to a goal basically. But right now it doesn't look like it's something that Chiefs is working on. Maybe they are, but then give us an update, because right now it just doesn't seem like there's anything that Chiefs are doing with regards to women's football. Because I think kuzoba tricky. If we're being realistic, it would be tricky to say, okay, Chiefs is starting afresh and they are building a women's team from like zero. I think that would be very tricky to do at this point. Uguti, no, we have a women's football, we're starting a women's team, and yeah, we are getting our girls that are training, or we're going to goes about too much to do, and it might end up actually costing more than to just buy another team. And I know that doesn't even sound right. How can a big club like Chiefs not be in a conversation of having its own women's team? But we're in a situation that we're in right now, and we can only work with what we have. We can't dream of saying, oh no, we are Chiefs, Tina, we need to build, we need to start from scratch, So I think my biggest concern at this point is not even the fact that a women's team are equal, right? But it's the fact that there's been nothing that's been said to us. There's been nothing at all, like actual luto, and I just wonder, really, again, I always try to not seem like I'm bashing them downs when I point out the negative things that they do with the team. Uguti, take for instance, Jessica took a position with KEF to develop women's football or of some sort around those things with KEF. Yet in the team that you're coming from, you don't even have a women's team. Someone from Sundowns, a lady from Sundowns got that position, or a guy from Sundowns, it would make sense. They are champions, KEF Women's Champions League, or whatever the league is called. And it would make sense, because he or she would be a person who knows the struggles that women's football is in and is actively involved in women's football. But right now, Chiefs has nothing of thoughts, yet Jessica Mtaung is involved in a higher position developing women's football in Africa, yet they haven't even developed women's football in Soweto to a point where it's been a team here, Chiefs. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And when are they actually gonna update us when it comes to this? So Ukosi Simba says it will be a good move if they do that. I think you are referring to just buying a team. I think that's kind of the option that we're looking at right now that can work for us. Guys, please do make sure to smash that like button. As I am talking, by the way, in my head, I am still processing the fact that Brazil has been knocked out of the World Cup. It still doesn't. So I would say another comment from Chief Mcooks says, what Chiefs management is doing isn't fair. They are not communicating with us izinto eziningi, and we've got to depend on other sources. Yeah, and in fact, people blame us when we say iChiefs ayikhulumi nathi, and then we believe and we talk about speculations that are coming in, and people are saying nilalela fake news, nilalela speculations. But sokwenza njani? Because those are the only news that we are getting regarding our team. So akukho fair, and the reason why vele kunento that's on the website yeChiefs ebhaliwe lapha under corporate, because we need to call them out when they say something and they don't do it, because I feel like it's better if you don't promise me anything at all and then do it than ukuthi ufike ungithembise something and then don't do it. Even the Bible talks about such things. Ukuthi there were two brothers, one promised ukuthi they will do something, they didn't do it, and the other one who said they won't do it and ended up doing it. That's the better brother. So now it be that brother, be that team that will promise isn't, because website here Chiefs, there is something that says accessibility. We are always accessible to all our partners and supporters. We listen to them and share feedback via our various platforms of communication. That's what it says in the website. They are open, they are all that stuff. But then the problem is when it comes to can you actually do what you say and not just say it, then the problem is they can't back it up. They just say stuff, but then they don't do the stuff. So then how are we going to build a relationship and a trust with our team if our team always says something else and they do something completely different from what they say, or just opposite? So the next point is we demand the chairman to account. I think this is related to the other point as well. We demand the chairman to account to the supporters through various media platforms. The revival of the chairman's columns on the club website would be a good starting point, but we also need a platform where the chairman can occasionally engage supporters in a dialogue. And in a way, I think when was this? The other season, last season, in fact, iChiefs started to do these spaces where Uchesika or whoever would be there and then start talking, Guti, okay, this is what's happening with the team, this is what we're trying to do. But those just kind of disappeared. And now I'm asking myself, Guti, why have those things disappeared, and why are we not getting any feedback from the team? All we get now is mhlabe funa bona ukwenza ama interview ukuthi no, uBobby today has come out and said, oh no, thina siyokhuluma nabazali bakanjabulo, or he comes out today and say, oh no, we are doing 1, 2 and 3. But that's not consistent. Like I can't tell you ukuthi how long it's gonna take before Chiefs tells us something again. I just know ukuthi mhlabe sitshela bazositshela, and that's not a good place to be at. Ukuthi you just wait for them ukuthi bakhulume. Mabe ngakhulumi, well, we'll just have to wait, because yabo lento mangisho ukuthi it's like we're in an abusive relationship with our team, because abalandeli bethu, they've gotten used to that fact ukuthi if the Chiefs doesn't say anything, then just wait for them. But I can't just wait, because there are a lot of things that are being said. Mangathiwa at least twice in a month. They come in like once halfway through the month, and then end of the month they just come in and say, okay, this is what has been happening. Even once a month, I would settle for that, where they would come out once a month and say, okay, this is what the club is doing, this is what's going on, this is that, done. You understand? Sekwenzakalile lokho sizwile, okay, this is what the club is doing, sesiyazi. But kuvele kube nje u-radio silent, asazi lutho, and abantu, they just tell us, no, wait for the club. So thina kumele sikholwe nje ukuthi no news is good news. It doesn't work like that, especially not in a world where you have or Kickoff, they publish every day. You have or Unplayable, whoever, all the publications. You have Twitter, you have things just trending, some which are not true, but some of them they have some truth in it, and you just end up saying, oh my god, why is Chiefs not doing something about this? We're not saying they should come out and babhule wonke umlilo or respond to everything that says Kaizer Chiefs, but akube na some sort of consistency ukuthi sazi ukuthi, oh okay, the Chiefs did do this in this month, and then they can tell us, oh, this month we're planning to do this. If they are going after some players, we don't want them to say, oh, by the way, we are going after so and so, we are negotiating. We don't need to know that, but we need to know we are talking to some players. You will be signing some players. Ngabe ukuthi we are trying. Because mauzama fethu, there is nothing there. If you just tell me what we are trying, then we can just forget it, because you can try and try and try, and then I tried and I failed, because that's what they will say. We tried and they increased the price, or we tried and they did this or they did that. So I don't think it's a good thing that they've done to us, such as Uguti. We are basically Kaizer Chiefs fans, but we are sitting in the dark. And guys, if you are enjoying this video, please do make sure to smash that like button. I think ngizoqhubeka because there is some time remaining, and go to point number 9, which says I think ngizoskipha le and make a video on its own, this one, point number 9, and go to 10, which says the club should appoint a general manager or a CEO whose mandate should be to institutionalize accountability of all operational functions towards the board, and to ensure equitable allocations of resources across all functional areas supporting the football business. I think leyo kuba no general manager or CEO, the fact that akekho umuntu appointiwe who's direct esazi ukuthi umsebenzi wakhe loyo, kugcina kwenza ukuthi singazi ukuthi who exactly should we hold accountable. As I said ukuthi in the other video, there are too many positions, man, Chiefs. There are too many positions, and because there are too many positions, ugcina ungazi ukuthi lona yena wenza niki yini kumsebenzi walona yini, yabo. Kunalokho nje ukuthi bonke they are just there and they are doing their thing, but who exactly do we keep accountable? Team Maeboza, who exactly do we keep accountable if team is not spending money? You understand? Because according to the fans, the mandate of this person would be to institutionalize the accountability of all operational functions. You understand? And to ensure equitable allocations of resources. So makudingeka imali phela, imali resource nansi imali, makudingeka whatever izinto ze-women's team, makudingeka ukubudgetwa nakho, makukuthi kumele kwenziwe whatever that needs to be done, this person would be in charge of overseeing those things. But manje akekho umuntu ngempela esaziyo ukuthi wenza lokhu, and because of that sisenkingeni nje, and that's not a good thing. Okay, moving on to number 11. Number 11 says, okay, I don't know what I've just done. Yes. Number 11 says, we demand the club to finalize the issue of supporters membership cards, which has been outstanding for several years. I don't know about this, ukuthi kwenzakalani ngayo, so if you know, you can let me know in my comments. And last but not least, the club should always be mindful about when and how it transitions senior players out of the team who have given their best over the years. The club should honor some of these senior players and give supporters an opportunity to do the same. I think in Kulmile, it's funny how I talked about this thing without actually saying it like this, but I talked about this thing 2 days ago. players like Cole Parker, they just left and we didn't do anything for them. They were offered a position, but then after that, they've transitioned out of the team and nothing happens. And it's possible with Matoho, the same thing will happen. We will just leave Chiefs and that's it. My view on Matoho, okay, towards the end of his career, he wasn't the greatest, but that doesn't mean he shouldn't get a good position or be treated like a legend team, which he is. Towards the end of his career, not so good, but regardless, he's still the legend team. So I think Chiefs, out of the 12 things that we've gone through, they have probably fixed 3 out of the 12 or 4. Let's just say a handful. Maybe it would be, because mangatwa we go through all of them, you'll find they've struggled to meet these demands, and inking is over 10 masses lower food, people will get frustrated and then do the things that they're not supposed to do. But then the question is, can you blame them? Because you make promises and you don't keep. So I hope the management can do better as the season continues. But guys, thank you once again for joining me today. I will see you on the next video, which will be tomorrow, and it will be a podcast. Thank you for watching again, and until next time, remember, ikos aliphela umoya neBrazil yadliwa. I'm still traumatized, nabantu ba traumatized bathule.